Sandi from Balloon Utopia. And today, you see, I'm on a job site, so that's why I don't have the fancy makeup and everything like that on. I'm not wearing my crazy TV shoes, and I don't have the Today Show makeup team here to do my makeup. So here we go. This is what it's like in the real world on a real job. So today, I'm going to be making this centerpiece. Let me get my materials out of the way here so I can bring this over and show you. All right, so I'm going to be making this centerpiece. It's kind of a whimsical, fun centerpiece. My theme for the party today is white, so everything's in white. And what you can't see, because there's a lot of lighting in the room that I'm in, is that there's actually lights inside of these little balloons that are tied to the top. So we're going to talk all about that. Putting the lights into the balloons and how to make that, I'm going to talk about in another video. But the basic construction of the centerpiece we're going to talk about today. Now, the other thing that's important to know is that what I'm using here for a base, I'm using a piece of wood and a piece of EMT. It's not important. It's really not important. You can use loamy, you can use aluminum, you can use a pedestal, you can use a column. I mean, there's millions of different ways that you can make your centerpiece bases, so that too would probably be another video. All right, so to start with, let's talk about what we need to make this. I already inflated everything just to make it easier. The sizing doesn't really matter, just be consistent. So figure out what size works with your base and then just be consistent with it. So what I have here is I have two quads made from 11-inch balloons that have been underinflated. They're a little bit squishy. They're probably inflated to about a 9-inch, 8.5, 9-inch balloon, and maybe about 8.5. And what I'm going to do is we've got two balloons tied together. It's called a duplet. You've seen me do that a lot of times. And I'm going to take these two duplets and twist them together to make what we call a quad. This quad is the basic building block of pretty much anything that you want to do. Okay, so now, let's see. I tried to arrange it so that I wouldn't have to keep bending down and getting out of range, but that's not going to work. Anyway, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this quad and we're just going to wrap it onto our base, onto our pole. So you see I'm just going to twist it straight on, just like that, okay? And now I'm going to take a quad of 5-inch balloons and I'm going to put that right on top of it, just like that. Okay, and this is probably going to be one of the longer videos we've done because it takes a while to do an entire centerpiece. All right, so now what I'm doing is I've got these balloons here. These are linky balloons. You see they're balloons that have a little extra tail on them. Probably hard to see the white against the white, so I'll hold it against my shirt there. You see it's got an extra little tail so that it's sticking out like this. And so we're going to use this for the top portion so that I have a place that I can tie these other balloons onto. And actually, sorry, I'm stepping out of frame real quick, but I just want to tape that off real quick so that I don't have, you know, something that's rough that could pop the balloons as I wrap them around it. So I'm just going to take a little bit of electrical tape. Whoop, happy birthday! And do that. All right. And I have to apologize that I don't have all the stuff that I normally should have to keep everything up so I don't go out of frame. I wasn't actually planning to make a video. I just thought, hey, why not? So anyways, all right, so now we're going to take the linky balloons and we're going to wrap them onto the top. Now this is a little bit tricky because right now we don't have any counter pressure against it. So you're going to see they're going to kind of be a little bit floppy, like this, and you just kind of hold them out and kind of push your hand up there to get them to go straight. And then once we put this quad on, that will straighten them up. So then we're going to put our 5-inchers on, and you see now it's all standing straight just like we want. I don't know where my top range is, so I'll bring this down a little bit here. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to take the 260s and wrap them around here. And I've done a video before about that on how to do it, so I'm not necessarily going to explain it so much. I'm just going to quickly do it. Okay, so we've got 4 260s, and we're just going to tie them together. Here we go. Okay, and we're going to make a quad. Woo, hey, I'm losing my balloons. Balloons are so much fun on camera. Anyways, all right, and here we go, like that. So while I'm doing this, you know, I want to make a whole bunch more videos. So if you guys want to tell me what videos you'd like to, you know, see, what you'd like to find videos on, then I'll see if I can make them. No promises. That one's dead. Let's try this again. No promises that I'll be able to accommodate every request, but I will try. All right, especially since you guys have been so good with putting up with all of the testimonial and newsreel videos that I've been putting up lately. All right, so you see what I'm doing? I know we're making a lot of noise here, but you see I got my 4 260s just kind of coming up through the bottom of these. If you're worried about the way that it kind of spreads these, you can just quickly, you know, twist these 5 inches around each other. Woo, happy birthday. And that will tighten everything up again. And let me get one more balloon for the one that just popped. Sorry about that. Hold on a second here as I reach off frame. Okay, here we go. We're back. All right, so this is kind of an interesting design on its own, isn't it? Sometime I think I'm going to have to play with this, with it just open like that. Anyways, all right, back in business. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 of these 260s, and I'm just going to spiral them together loosely, like this, till I get just about up to where they're going to meet. And then I'm going to twist them together just a couple of times. I'm probably going to take this twist out in a minute. All right, and now I'm just wrapping it around the pole, using both of them together, following the line of the curve. And yep, I am going to take it apart. I need just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit more. Maybe right to there. Well, you know, it's always that when you're doing it on camera or you're doing it in a hurry because you've got people watching you that things are going to go wrong. So anyways, all right, there we go. We're wrapping that around there like this. And I'm just going to take this one here and wrap it around that one like that. And now, okay. I don't know what that was, no biggie. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this third one and just follow the path that I've already set and just twist it and wrap it around the balloon like that. And now you see I've got one more hole, and so I'm just going to kind of fit this last one in through there. And twist it right in there, just like this. All right, now, at this point, what I want is I want to have one of each of these coming out from between the 5 inches. Okay? Just like that. I'm going to kind of put this down a little bit. Okay? And now what I need is I need 5 260s. Of course, you remember the 260s are these long, skinny balloons. What I forgot to tell you is that these 260s, they're fully inflated, but they've got a good burp. So they're a little bit soft, so I can put a bend or 2 or twist in them. Okay, and so now what I need is 5 260s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? And an uninflated 260, all right. Getting a little bit crowded here. Okay, and an uninflated 260. So I'm going to take my 5 260s and basically just fold them in half. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, great. So now what I have is basically a big cluster of 10 260s. And I'm going to take my uninflated 260 and just tie it right into the center of it there. Great. And now I'm going to take this and tie this on. Now the reason that I'm putting this on first is because this is also going to give me a counter pressure so that I can arrange these other things and they'll basically stay where they're supposed to. Okay, so just wrapping that on. kind of figure eighting it around a little bit. Okay, and now these ones are good up here. I just want them kind of wild, so I'm not going to do much to them. All right, but these ones here, I want them to be a little bit shaped. So I'm just going to kind of give them a little curl like that. Sorry, I know it's very squeaky. It's a little bit humid today. Just like that. And then it's going to kind of give it that shape. Okay, and then I'll kind of manicure it as I go. So make sure you can see that there. You see how I'm curving it? And then bringing it up there. Let's do the next one. There we go. And one more left. Okay, so now we have that. Perfect. All right, and now I'm going to take, oh, these things are dropping all over the place. I'm going to take the balloons that I've stuffed the lights inside of, and see if I can just show you the lights. I've got little party dots in these. I just love my party dots. All right, there you go. So these lights that I'm using, like I said, we'll talk about these more in another video, but these lights, they've got a couple different settings. They can be steady burn, blink, or fast blink. I'll put them on fast blink just so you can kind of see them. There we go, as I tie them on. Okay, and so what we're going to do is just quite simply, let me just bring this down a little bit. Quite simply, we're just going to tie it on. And I usually wrap it a couple of times and then tie it, and I tie it 3 times. And 2 and 3. And the reason that I'm tying it 3 times is because I want to be able to cut off the nozzles, and I want to make sure that air is not going to seep out, that I've got a real good tight seal. Woo, timber! All right, hey. Note to self, when filming on a job site, make sure you have adequate room against the wall. Okay, so there you go, you can kind of see it. Once it starts to get dark in this room, then it's going to really lighten up, brighten up. So then it'll just really be fun and amazing. And I'll probably end up putting another light just right here in the middle to just give it that much more pop. Anyways, let me just finish putting these on real quick. Now with this particular one, I actually really want a lot of light on it. So I'm also going to put some, oh no, whoops, let me turn that off real quick. Sorry, lots of noise. Okay, there we go. Whew, sorry about that. Like I said, we're doing this live on a job site, so we got equipment and stuff going on. Anyway, so what I was saying is I'm probably going to put some sparkle ribbon going down it as well, and hopefully I'll be able to take a picture of it when you can see the lighting effects and it's a little bit darker in this room, and I'll insert it into the video. But for now, basically, there you go. This is my wild and wacky white Wonderland centerpiece.